I'm walking through Liberia's capital, Monrovia, and I'm realizing that to truly understand this country, you have to look at everything through the context of its brutal civil war. It killed an estimated 250,000 people and really disrupted every aspect of life here. Take motorbikes, for example. These ones, of course, are shiny and new, but in a very real way, these bikes are helping men find work. After the Civil War, young men who had taken up arms for various groups needed jobs, and so they established a motorcycle taxi business. 10 years later, it is thriving. I think it's also a cool way to see the city. So let's find a taxi and jump on. Hey man, how are you? Are you available?
Yeah, I'm available, sir.
What's your name?
Yeah, Harris Colley is my name.
Harris Colley. Now I know motorcycle drivers also have bike names. What's your bike name?
My bike name is Agent Red. Agent Red.
Agent Red.
That's what my friends call me, Agent Red.
Okay, cool. Well, I'd like to get a tour of the city with you.
Oh yes, you're welcome, sir.
But first, you don't call these just motorbikes.
Yeah, we call it pimpin'.
Call it what?
We call it pimpin'. The name is pimpin'.
Pimpin'.
Yes.
So you're a pimpin' rider.
Of course.
And where does that name come from?
It came from the way we blow the horn like this. Because majority of us, always cause noise in the city, so we call it pimpin'.
So pimpin'.
Pimpin', yes.
Okay, can I grab the helmet? Shall we ride off?
Oh yes.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome to Monrovia.
Let's get pimpin'. Bikes everywhere.
Oh yes.
So even though this was a business established by many of the men who had taken up arms,
yeah,
what you're saying is every young man needed a job.
Yeah, every young man needed a job, and like I said, we don't have the employment means now. So there's the only means of employment in this country now. I think you can see some of the 5% of the youth riding motorcycle in this country.
A lot of young people, a lot of young drivers.
Yes. No job. There's the only means of survival.
During my bike tour, we passed by more haunting images of the country's two civil wars. Like the former headquarters of what was the ruling True Whig Party. The conflict is over, but the devastation remains, leaving a lasting impact on the economy. Many businesses that left the country because of the fighting have yet to return. The National Secretary of the Motorcycle Transport Union says the rise of motorbike taxis in Liberia is one of the industries that's making a difference.
We decided to provide leadership and guidance, so it could not just be something that would be done illegally and people could not respect you or regard you. So that's why we incorporated to make it as a form of business.
So since you made that decision, how has the business flourished?
There have been some challenges on the way, but actually the membership is increasing.
Give us a sense of the numbers.
We have about 40,000 members now. I think we are really flourishing, we are making headway.
Sammy says motorcycle taxi drivers can make anywhere between $6 to $20 a day, which means some drivers can make almost 3 times as much as the country's minimum wage, which is about 75 cents per hour or $6 a day. But riding these bikes isn't the safest way to earn a living. Now we also see how dangerous this is. We have helmets. Not everybody did, though. I can see most people here don't wear helmets. And also, there's barely any traffic lights.
For me, I always ride with helmet. I think you can see exactly, before you ride with me, I give you helmet. If I wouldn't have had helmet, 2010, I have a very tragic accident. I think you can see the mark. You see this mark?
Oh, here on your arm.
This is an accident mark.
Oh, wow.
But because I had a helmet, this is the reason why, I could not receive a brain injury or head injury, So this is why I can encourage all my men to ride with helmets.
As we hear truck honk its horn,
these are the ones that always kill us on a daily basis.
The big trucks.
The big trucks.
So then tell me, how do you feel in general here as Liberia tries to get back on its feet? How do you feel about your livelihood and the livelihoods of others?
In the first place, we feel that we are being marginalized. Let's be very frank. People in this country, some people feel in this country that motorcyclists are not important people.
that the cyclists
Yes.
are not important.
Even if you can be attending the higher university, you come from Harvard University in the United States. If you ride motorcycle, they will not have respect for you.
What really we are doing, and as we speak, we are undertaking a project to do a research to establish a comprehensive database to actually know how many of them are here, how many of them fought, how many Liberians are in the cycle, how many of them are in school, how many of them have had accidents. When we get that done, what we're thinking about is to see how we can transition some of them from riding motorcycle to owning car, to going to colleges and so forth. So if that is done, that's what we want to do.
Up next, we find out how one computer lab is changing the way the entire nation gets online.